to another edition of Ask Loy. This segment is brought to you again by Tropic Isle Living, the natural and the traditional way to a healthy, beautiful you. This segment is called Silence the World and Quiet the Mind. Now, working with my husband in a business for 24 years has its challenges, its ups, its downs, you name it, and a lot of chaos. But what I've learned from my experience is how to really and truly silence the world and quiet my mind. Now, you may ask, how do I do that? I can tell you I read a lot, I pray a lot, and the answers will always come. But I do have some helpful tips. One, choose a good book that really and truly focuses on my spirituality and help me to silence and quiet whatever is around me in the midst of all the turbulence that I'm going through. The other one too, I collect quotes, and I have a book right here that I'd like to share with you, and hopefully you can get it. I bought it at Whole Foods. It's called The Little Book of Awakenings, and it's by Nepo, and I think it was on Oprah's best-selling list as books that she would absolutely recommend. But I also have a quote, and I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to read it and share with you. It's about peace. And a lot of us, the thing we ask about when we are going through stuff, how to obtain peace. Well, this quote really and truly sums it up. Peace. It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of things and still be calm in your heart. That is absolutely the meaning of peace. And I can tell you this, when I'm going through my turbulent times, there are three things that I do. One, I go into a very quiet place. I will close my eye in the midst of all of it. I will close my eyes and center myself. And I say to myself, peace, be still. Because sometime in that peace, the answer comes. And trust me when I tell you, I've experienced this time and time again. But I also pick up this book from time to time. And I will open up a page, not a specific page, but when I opened up to give this talk that I'm sharing with you, the page that came to my mind is one that I really love. If you ever get the book, it's this book right here, page 37, In Your Own Element. And it says, there is a little quote at the top. It says, a fish cannot drown in water. A bird does not fall from the sky or in the air. Each creature God made must live in its own true nature. And when you're not living in your own true nature, that is when a lot of confusion starts. And this is why I shared with you the quote that I got about peace. You need to live in your own element. You need to find that quiet place. You need to find that good book that helps to center you. Because let me tell you, life happens. What I mean when I say life happens, you will have ups and downs, trials and tribulation. It is just a part of who you are. There's this quote that goes, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So therefore, you have to know how to deal with all the stress and strain that comes with it. There was a situation 5 years ago that I went through. I won't even go into it. And how I handled it and how I dealt with it. I had to find a peace that was inside of me and calm myself, because I wasn't really truly prepared for what happened. And all I can tell you is I removed anything and everything that was negative from my life. Meaning that sometimes, you may have close relatives that may hurt you, cousins, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. Sometimes we can be kinfolk, but we're not necessarily kindred spirit. So find people who are kindred spirits with you, and that, my darling, is the key. So, that's one of the key that you need to do to quiet your senses. Dispel all the negativity around you and center yourself. And love those people who hurt you from a distance and keep on going. So I hope I've helped you. How to quiet your mind in this really chaotic world is to always be still and center yourself in the midst of everything. Find a good book, and also find a quote that really and truly speaks to who you are as a person. Thank you so much for listening. This is Lois. Ask us Loy. Like us on Facebook, that is tropicilliving.com. Like us also on Twitter and Instagram. We have tons of things that we share with you. Healthy products for your body, as well as inspirational tips that you can use to feed your soul. Because Tropic Isle Living believes in the natural and the traditional way to a healthy, beautiful you. We're not all about products, but we're all about feeding the mind, the body, and the spirit. That is what I call the Trinity. Thank you so much again. Join me next time.